Beyond the Badge is brought to you by the Edina Crime Prevention Fund and AAA Minneapolis.
Welcome to Beyond the Badge, a program about the inner workings of the Edina Police and Fire Departments. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sergeant Brian Hubbard. Super Bowl 52 is expected to bring more than 1 million people into the Twin Cities for parties, concerts, and of course, the big game. With the dramatic influx of people, local and national law enforcement are stepping up to make sure the primetime event goes smoothly. Edina TV's Dietrich Nissen spoke with officers about the preparations and what it's like getting ready for this large-scale event.
As signs of Super Bowl 52 begin appearing near U.S. Bank Stadium, Minnesota's law enforcement agencies are putting the final touches on their security plans.
It's going to be very busy and at times chaotic, but it's going to happen and we're going to get through it.
Edina Lieutenant Dan Conboy says 14 Edina officers will be on duty. 5 will assist in Minneapolis, while 9 will cover special events in Bloomington and Edina.
It's really exciting. All of our officers who are going to be participating and helping out with the detail are excited to see what it's all about.
It's so much more than just a game. It's about a 10-day lead up with events that will draw over 1 million people.
Bloomington's Deputy Police Chief Mike Hartley says the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles will stay at local hotels and will likely visit the Mall of America. Preparations have taken more than a year and a half, including travel to Houston, the site of last year's Super Bowl.
We really got a good first-hand look on what it takes to put this game of this magnitude. And, whether you live, work, or are visiting here, you're probably going to see a little bit different approach. And it's all about just putting together the safest plan so that when people do come to Bloomington, they leave with a really enjoyable experience.
The thing that we have to realize is that this isn't a Minneapolis event. This isn't a St. Paul event or a Bloomington event. This is a statewide event.
60 Minnesota law agencies are sending personnel to assist in and around the Twin Cities for what many officers are calling a once-in-a-career opportunity.
The Super Bowl is the largest event nationally every year. We're cautiously optimistic. We're planning for all that we can plan for. We have the right people in the right positions. We have the right trained people. The collaboration amongst the departments is astounding, and it's wonderful. Everybody wants to do what they can do to make this a success.
And as in football, it's teamwork that will help law enforcement agencies tackle one of the busiest events in state history.
It's just, a situation that probably will not occur, at least in the rest of my career here in Minnesota.
And even if the game doesn't come back to Minnesota, officers will still have a couple keepsakes to remember when it did.
It's a good keepsake.
In the Twin Cities, Dietrich Nissen, Edina TV.
The Super Bowl is considered the largest annual national event. On New Year's Day, I donned my full uniform and ran the Polar Dash 5K in St. Paul.
Get set! Happy New Year!
It was 10 below, but I wanted to give more people a chance to see police officers in a positive light. I'll be running 17 more races throughout the year. The next one is the Valentine's Day Twin Cities 5K in Minneapolis. I'll be raising money and awareness for the Minnesota Law Enforcement Memorial Association, which helps fallen officers' families, as well as Cornerstone, a group dedicated to serving victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. I appreciate the tremendous amount of support and encouragement from residents and fellow officers. If you're interested in coming out to cheer me on or participating, please contact me via email. Whether it's an interstate road trip or you're coming home from the cabin, if you're driving drowsy, you're driving dangerously. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration found drowsy driving accounts for more than 72,000 crashes and nearly 800 deaths each year, and those numbers are conservative. According to AAA, 1 in 5 fatal accidents is related to drowsy driving. Drivers are encouraged to pull over and rest if they start to feel tired.
If you can't recall the last 1 to 3 miles that you drove, I think we've all had those moments where you get to work and you think, oh crap, I don't remember the last 3 miles that I drove. You should be constantly tuned into your surroundings, or if you're at a stoplight and the light's going a little fuzzy and you're having a hard time focusing, those are all signs that you are sleep deprived. And so what we recommend you do is, if you're realizing that you're really tired, pull over to a safe spot, take a nap, especially on longer road trips too. It's important to stop at least every 100 miles or 2 hours.
Signs that you're getting sleepy include drifting from your lane, hitting rumble strips on the side of the road, yawning or blinking frequently, and having difficulty remembering the last few miles of your drive. Stay alert and stay alive. On behalf of the City of Edina's Public Safety Team, thanks for tuning in to learn a little bit more of what goes on beyond the badge. Until next time, stay safe.